I know we win Champions League final a day like this. If you can win Champions League final, what will can happen? Because a fantastic game for Chelsea yesterday to beat Barcelona 3 goals to 0. Even though that Barcelona got a record in the first half, but they have already scored 1 goal and they were pressing, attacking before Barcelona considered that red card. But let's see, Maresca is doing when they are moving up in that table. They want to finish in that top 8 in the table of the Champions League, and they are in course to do that. For City tried to field their second 11, or in quotes, their second 11. I don't understand why Pep did that, but he did it, and they lost at home. So Pep is saying that he's back, has lost back-to-back games. So I don't know where he's back from. Maybe Oshodi or where. He said that he's back. I don't know where he's coming back from, but he said that he's back. But
don't worry, now. You will play today. Don't worry.
He lost that game 2 goals to 0. Fantastic game for their opponent. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Champions League. Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. What Champions League? What Champions things? You understand? A beautiful game of football last night. A wonderful game of football. Though disappointed with some results. But again, beautiful game of football last night all around. Napoli doing the most, which I know they were going to put up. Qarabag was going to put up a fight. Marseille, I didn't expect that win, which
as predicted.
Kudos to Marseille, not try against Newcastle. And City, I was hoping City could at least give us something different for the EPL team. You know, all support for City, but again, I had this soft spot for Hoymond and the manager of Leverkusen. But again, it is what it is. Wonderful football all around, and I expect more today. Though controversy is yesterday, but I expect more today.
Good morning, John.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning to all the football maniacs and super fans joining us today. It was a wonderful round of games yesterday. Disappointingly, Osimhen wasn't available for Galatasaray, so they had to succumb to that 1-0 loss. And then secondly, I think my manager has forgotten that you do not make 10 changes to your starting lineup for a game.
Like I was surprised. I was thinking
how does that even work?
And when that happened, I have to check the next game for Manchester City. It was
Leeds United. Arsenal. So I was just livid last night. Like, what's going on here, man? Like, so, what's going on?
The team where you played last week lose. He used Vex, bench all of them.
Not only Vex.
He used Vex.
Not be Vex.
See, let's be honest. There are times when you read stories about Ferguson now, where he will tell you didn't talk to the players for 2 weeks.
He just wanted to rest.
Rest players out of anger, because how would you put up that performance after making noise that we are back? You put up that kind of performance against Newcastle. All the way back just died like that.
And so this one are just conspiracy.
He just had to come up with, I'm punishing all of you.
It's not about punishing.
So you're punishing Haaland. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
He scored last game.
The comments made by Pep Guardiola ahead of the match and after the match just shows that he wanted to give these guys a rest. But then even in wanting to give them a rest because they are human beings, you have to do that after you've secured the 3 points in the bag.
Okay.
Then take them out
let's be honest.
and bring in other guys that will come in and start.
Let's be honest,
you don't start
this game
with.
Could go either ways.
It's not about it could have gone either ways. Please don't give me that.
Now,
how do you bench 10 of your starters and you field people that have not played together for the better part of 9 weeks so far this season? They haven't played together. You have Kushonov on the right hand side. You have this other guy playing in the center, and then you have Mahmoud shop front.
I think before we get into that, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can always go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, I'll give you the results of the games that happened yesterday. We'll talk about the games that happened today because we have another big game. I'll call it 2 big games though, because PSG, defending champions, they are going to play Spurs today. But the biggest game is going to be Arsenal playing Bayern Munich. 2 teams that are perfect. The other team that are perfect in this Champions League is Inter Milan. They are going away to Atletico Madrid. So we have a lovely game today in the Champions League. But first, let's talk about yesterday's game because good football all around yesterday in the Champions League. I'll give you the results and we'll talk about all of them. In the early kickoff yesterday, Benfica went away to Ajax to beat them 2 goals to 0. Ajax have not gathered any points in this Champions League. They just come mark attendance. Everybody used to play. Benfica just won 3. They come
market.
You go calm down. I have no really.
Benfica won that game. First game in the Champions League. Jose Mourinho have won in this year's Champions. Let's hope that they are going to make it out of that top 25. So Benfica 2, Ajax 0. Galatasaray lost at home to
Mhm.
Union St. Gillios. That was one of a surprising results. Yeah,
It's not supposed to surprise you.
Osimhen is
It's
injured.
surprising
It's
Osimhen
not
was
supposed
not
to, it's not
available.
supposed to surprise
Osimhen
you.
is injured was injured, so he did not play at all in that game. So they considered one and they lost that game at home. 1-0 against Union St. Gillios. Okay, other result by 9 p.m. Chelsea, the Blues. They beat Barcelona 3-0. Other result, Napoli beat Qarabag 2-0. Juventus went away to Bordeaux and Ghent to beat them 3-2. The Borussia Dortmund trashed Villareal 4-0. Manchester City lost at home to Bayern Leverkusen, and Slavia Prague and Atletico played a 0-0 draw. Marseille beat Newcastle 2-1, even though that Newcastle scored first in that game. But
Oba
yes,
with the comeback.
Obama just came back to
Oba
Marseille.
with the
Straight
comeback.
He just be scoring goals. That
Oba
guy
with the
Straight up.
comeback.
he scored 2 in that game. Okay, let's talk about the first game before we talk about the Chelsea game. Ajax have not gathered any single point, and Jose Mourinho just got his first 3 points. Fantastic game for him to win 3 points.
No, good one for him. 3 points in the bag. Ajax in the wind right now because it's not looking like they are going to qualify. Let's see, they still have people that will
just 3
aspire
more
to
games.
Maguire.
Just 3 more games remain. They are not
Aspire to
qualifying.
Maguire.
They are not qualifying anything. Out of 5 games, 0 points.
They just came to mark attendance, and I feel like
Let's
as
be
it
honest. I
is
think
right now, they are going
Ajax
back.
has been on a steady decline, not even on a very steady decline since the last, I think for the past 3-4 years.
Since 2021, man.
They've been for the past 3 to 4 years. They've been on a very steady decline, and it's a problem for them. I don't know if they have a way of coming back to it. They've signed about 3 managers since then till now, and yet none of them seems to find out what the problem with the club is. And every year when these managers come in, the key word is let's sell. And when the manager comes in after 6 months, he's selling half his team, just like how we do in the MPFL, sell half of our team and still expect to retain the title, which is a problem. They sell half the team, but again, this manager in now, he's been with this group of players for about 6 or let's say more than almost a year now, and yet they're not getting results.
They sacked their coach recently.
Now, that's what I'm saying, almost a year and he was not getting results. Now, new manager comes in, the same problem. And you ask yourself, what's the way forward? Can we just get the manager and just stick with the plan? Not just after 8 months or after 10 months, you're sacking him to get somebody in. That was what Chelsea did. And what's the record for Chelsea? Some people say it's okay for them, he's giving them results so far. But again, it's not a way to build a team like Ajax that is always, their core foundation is to sell players and still promote and still have a good number of players that would come in from the academy and play good
The
football
most
for them.
important thing for Ajax is generating the talent, not necessarily selling. Because if you can't generate the talent, you don't have anybody to sell. Same thing
You need
for
to have
Brighton.
a steady manager. You need to have a steady manager to generate and still keep a team.
Past 2 years, they have not even produced any stars.
That's the thing. They sold an entire class when they sold the ZX, the Elite, the rest of them, Frankie, the Young, and they sold that class.
To be honest,
they haven't generated quality talent.
To be honest, they've gotten another class from there after that. They've got another class.
One name now.
Okay, thank you.
David Neres.
David
Neres.
The thing about
wait now.
Neres is the same set with these guys. Now what are you telling me?
After some classes.
the point is that
Brian Bobby.
for Bobby knows a big play
Ubi
football.
Bobby.
Now he hold for 20 minutes against Chelsea.
Ubi Bobby.
But I'm just giving you the name of players, but I feel like
for Benfica, it was just a good
game
for
them though.
Benfica. Yeah, Jose Mourinho needed 3 points and he got 3 points. He needed to win this game.
let's say John won that debate.
Yeah, he needed to win this game. Because of that, they are moved a little bit up on the table, 29th on the table, to just 2 points behind from the
35
the
to
last
20.
position. Yes,
Sports,
which is Perforce is there with just 5 points. But let's see if Jose can finish in that top 25. I'm hoping that he finishes. I like Jose Mourinho because I like his character. He gives me joy whenever I see him coach, even though he has grey hair, he's getting old. So, but let's see.
Fine wine, man.
Okay, let's move over to the 9 p.m. game. Chelsea asked for Barcelona at the beginning of the season. Chelsea fans asked for Barcelona and they got Barcelona and they trashed Barcelona 3-0. Before that game, I saw the lineup for Chelsea and I was like, no striker in this team. They have to play Neto as false nine in that game.
Yes.
And it worked. That's thing about tactics. Tactics that if you do your tactics and it works, everybody will praise you as a tactician. Imagine you do this thing and you lose. People will now blame you for not fielding a striker. But generally, a fantastic game for Chelsea. If you look at that game, Chelsea, even before the Barcelona went down,
One man
man
yes.
down, you could see that
It
Chelsea
was
was
high
actually
intensity
pressing.
from
They scored
Chelsea.
2 goals that was ruled out
Ruled
for
out.
offside, so they were pressing and they deserve to get all 3 points.
I agree with you. I think the first thing I want to say about the way Chelsea lined up is that if they are lined up any other way with the two usual suspects, it would not be the way the
They would
game
have gotten
panned
more
out.
goals.
They needed
They
to
would-
crowd out
they
that
would not-
midfield. That's what they
They
needed.
would have
needed to,
gotten
they
more
needed to
goals.
saturate
That
that
midfield,
midfield,
that's
and they did. Look at the three-man pair, the guy behind Neto, the other two behind him, and the wingers on the side. Fantastic. That setup was nice. And a credit to Nonso, because we were having this conversation of who was going to start.
Oh,
and one of the
tactician
options-
also.
Calming down. Calming down. One of the options he said was that Neto could play in that false nine position and Enzo behind him, and that was what Maresca went for on the night, and we saw it work out not just well. But then kudos also to the other guys who are playing the filler line in that Chelsea side. I'll still come back to that challenge made by Chalobah to stop that attack. I'll still also come back to the runs by Kukuraya to neutralize Lamine Yamal on the night. And then I'll still also come back to the maestro in the midfield. I feel like he deserved a goal yesterday, Enzo Fernandez. Unfortunately, he didn't get on board. It was a fantastic performance from Chelsea.
Also,
all the cracks where I tell you for Barca team, now waiting Chelsea exploit everything. They are from the defense to the midfield, the high line. I told you if you wanted to get back on Barcelona in the high line, you need to play through the middle, not through the flanks, and that was what they did. They got them. I think for the third goal, they built up to the third goal. I was thinking it was an offside, but I noticed that Balde, who was very fast, kept Enzo onside, and he broke that offside trap to get a pass onto the lap, which was a good one. I think first goal for the lap in Stamford Bridge this season, which was a good one for them. Again, he could have gotten his own goal because there was a pass from the lap that could have made it 4. But in record, this is the first time Chelsea is beating Barcelona with more than 2 goals margin in the history of the both of them played together. I think that's 9 games and so now in Stamford Bridge. This is the first time of Chelsea winning with more than 2 goals margin, which was a good one for them. Every time Chelsea hold on to the ball, you could see that Barcelona midfield, there's some presence that was not there. Almost when I saw the lineup for Barcelona, I felt like, okay, since I'm supporting Chelsea because now EPL I support, but again, I want to see something.
Okay.
I wanted to see something, at least something different from the Barcelona team, which the midfield in yesterday's game did not have, which I know that was where the game was going to be played mostly, the midfield.
Yeah,
James Caicedo just shut down.
Yeah, Torres missed that opening chance in that opening 15 minutes of that game would have put Barcelona ahead. Once that happened, Chelsea took over that game. Gustavo started in that game. Garnacho started in that game. Two fantastic wingers. Talking about Gustavo has reached 11 goals and assists this season. Scored for Brazil. Scored 3 in 3 games. He has started for Chelsea in the Champions League. He has scored 3 goals. That boy,
5 goals in 17 appearances for Chelsea.
After the game, everyone was talking about Yamal versus Gustavo. Even though Maresca said they should calm down for that one, made they calm down. Yamal has moved probably 1 step ahead because he started earlier. Gustavo is just coming in, but fantastic game
I
from that young
disagree.
boy.
They started basically the same time. The difference was that Yamal was at a bigger club.
Gustavo was here in Brazil.
So, yes.
But fantastic game for Gustavo.
No, you can't take it away from him. You see the wiggle in between before he created the chance and scored the goal. It was a world-class
fantastic goal from the
yeah. Another commentator said it was a battle of the wonder kids in this encounter because it was supposed to be Yamal's night to come and dazzle, and Estevao stole his thunder or whatever and gave a fantastic game. And then secondly, another commentator said that when both guys were taking off, the contrast in ovation for both of them shows who had an off night and who was actually the star of the match in this encounter. So kudos to Estevao. If you look at their numbers, of course Yamal has more numbers than him, but I think this guy is going to get more game time at Chelsea and hopefully will do well.
Fantastic game for Kukurela. He won the man of the match of that in that
Definitely,
game.
he deserves it because shutting down Yamal, shutting down anybody that even when Rashford came in and Rafinha came in for, he would just go there and shut down.
He won the man of the match,
which is well. It puts him in that position now. I would say in the left back position now, I have a Nuno Mendes, I have a Kukurela, I have a Carreras of Real Madrid. Definitely, he's coming top. He's coming up top of any of these 3 players, which he has shown over the years. For the past 4 years, anybody that comes to that left wing position is shut down for Kukurela. Anybody, and going forward, he creates his chances. I think all thanks to him, Chelsea got the first goal from the cross in he created the chances to lead.
Kunde scored that. Kunde scored that.
To lead Kunde to score the own goal, not making his own defender. After the guy has already cleared the ball, I don't know how he cleared it for Kunde to not make him and score the goal. But again, good performance for him, shutting down. And sometimes when he makes those runs to cross the ball in, he makes those inverting runs as well to support in midfield.
Actually, made this guy consider red card.
Definitely.
So it was a fantastic game.
Aro.
Okay, let's talk about Maesca's tactics just a little bit before we move over to Barcelona. What do you make of that tactics, not starting the two strikers, because you brought in these two guys to score goals? If I think about it, both of them, especially for Pedro, have not really given him the number.
Yes.
He can make excuses, but he has not given, for you not to trust even Pedro, that is called the first, because in quotes, Pedro is still the first star. It's not like he's the number 9. Do you understand? So you could actually play that Neto's position, but they decided to drop him for Neto. What do you make of that tactic, dropping your two strikers?
Like, for me, I would say is a master class
because it works.
It's not even because of the work, because he neutralized FCB. That masterclass neutralized FCB. The extra presence in that midfield. I'll still come back and say, see, on another night, Esteva would have been on the bench. Neto will be on that right. Then you now have João Pedro, Delap up forward. If they had gone with the traditional way, it would have been Delap up forward with João Pedro behind him, Neto on the wings. And then in the two center halves, it would have been what's his name now, Enzo and Caicedo, or Enzo and one other person in that center back, in that midfield pairing. But the brilliance of the performance yesterday is that removing these two strikers off the picture, brought in Neto into that middle, Esteval in. Look at Neto's work rate yesterday.
No, so honestly, we are talking about this thing because he works. Because
look at he neutralized FCB.
Let's be honest, since it's the battle of midfield, if you look at the 4 players in that midfield, they have the ability to win balls and they have the ability to cover grounds. It's about distance coverage. For Chelsea yesterday, it was about distance coverage. Caicedo was covering more grounds than even, if you look at it, offensive plays and defensive play, Caicedo was covering more grounds. It was this most of the silent work. I'm sorry I'm not giving you your flowers, but bro, you try pass, because there's some tackles he made, there's some interception he made. And before we started giving Chalobah his credit, there was some interception Caicedo made. And there were some things Reece James did in that midfield. You will not believe. So it was like about Barcelona go one hold ball for midfield. Which again, the players they fielded is not the kind of players that want to hold on to possession mostly. But again, Barcelona is the kind of team that wants to hold the ball in midfield. And the only thing you have to do is crowd the midfield, not to give them that chance to hold more of the
ball. It's not even crowd the midfield, it's the pressure. That's the most important thing.
Now the thing, crowd the midfield.
Pressure.
Well,
crowd the midfield.
Let's see.
And again,
it was a fantastic game
the pace, you needed pace in that game.
Fantastic game for Maresca and his boys. Galatasaray actually did well from that left too. In especially in that first half. Even Estavo did well, scored his goal. Neto did well. Everybody did well in that, and that's how I'm talking about. They talk about tactics on this show. Once you get your time, when I saw that lineup, I just smiled. In my mind, I said, "Let this tactics work," because if
it worked,
yes, what I'm saying,
it will work. Now see who they meet with Babaka.
I'm telling you, if Barcelona have won this, maybe 2 or 3 goals, people will blame me. Why didn't you start one of the strikers? That's how it works everywhere.
Look at Eric Garcia.
When the two lineups came
Eric Garcia,
that's when we knew that
Lopez.
It was going to be a wrap. Look at who you have in the midfield for FCB.
I'm just
you have
saying,
Frankie de Jong and Eric Garcia.
See what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if Chelsea did not score in this game, they will blame Maresca for not starting.
You cannot blame Maresca.
But look at Chelsea's record so far this season. Midfielders have scored more goals than strikers.
I understand what you are saying. I'm just saying that if you do this kind of thing and it doesn't work, you don't understand how fans work. They will tell you bought players for 150 million euros and you are not playing them. You started Neto that scored how many 20 goals in Zo's career. People will find an excuse, but now no excuse, because it was fantastic game for Barcelona. Barcelona was shut down from that side of the field. Lewandowski did not play anything, but kudos to Chelsea. They have Arsenal next weekend, so Maresca have already told them to relax.
They are beginning to feel they are beginning to feel the Ansu Fati effect.
So they said they should just calm down. Maresca told them to calm down, rest, and wait for Arsenal at the weekend, because Arsenal is actually probably might be a tougher opponent for them to play. But let's see. But it was a fantastic game for Maresca and his boys to beat Barcelona 3-0. Aro got a record in the about 40 minutes of that game, which gave Chelsea the more opportunity to attack and score more goals in the second half. If you look at the statistics in that game, Chelsea had 13 shots in total, 5 on target. They scored 2 and was ruled out for offside, and they scored 3 in this game. The Lab scored the last goal when he was introduced in that game. They had more passes, 451 and 94% pass accuracy. For Barcelona, they had only 5 shots in total, only 2 on target, and had less possession, 48 and 358 passes. So poor game for Barcelona. Good game for Chelsea to beat Barcelona 3-0. Okay, let's move on to Manchester City. City lost at home to Bayern Leverkusen. It was a surprising result. As we are just saying, I saw that lineup. I knew this for they changed the whole 10 players. He changed from the weekend, and they lost. I left that with you now. So City, I know you want banter, John.
I don't even get straight to banter. Now, team where I follow support. Again, I think where I expect to win. But again, I can get, because of my soft spot for Hoymond and the guy, Grimaldo, that guy should please come.
Just give it to Grimaldo.
That guy should please come. Patrick Chick, please. I need a striker like Patrick Chick. I don't want Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson are not is nobody. I need a striker like if you follow me from the time I've been playing video games like John, I've been managing clubs. Patrick Chick is in my front line. Anything I manage, I buy him. As in, I'm like that Mourinho that will carry Matic anywhere I go. Anywhere I go, Patrick Chick, they follow me. Patrick Chick and Embolo, they follow me up and down for video game. But again, that's the striker you need in your club. But the midfield was top notch. I think everybody wants to fault Pep Guardiola. I remember once upon a time when Mourinho said in the Prem, you're looking at the teams in the Prem, you talk about Man City first team, Liverpool, Man City second team, then others. That was what Man City used to look like. And that was when Mourinho was the manager of Manchester United. It was manager and he finished second on the table, but he still had the mind to tell you it's Man City's first team, Liverpool's first team, Man City's second team, then other teams before you now get Liverpool's second team and you got Man City third team and all of that. But again, in this game yesterday, I'm not going to fault Pep for changing.
Rotating.
No, team rotation. But team rotation, they okay.
Do you know why I actually fought Pep? Because I looked at the weekend. I looked at the weekend.
Thank you.
Now Leeds. I know say now Leeds no be like
that Leeds.
You go dey fear.
That Leeds. Waiting Leeds go collect for weekend.
You know
I don't even know why they talk same. John, we there for this show yesterday. Person talk blowout. Person talk blowout. And why am I even coming to defend? I want to banter now. Person, we there for this show yesterday. Person open mouth. The blood, the word that have been forbidden. He open mouth talk up for this show. It's going to be a blue.
Yes, but Guardiola decided to, God disposes.
I was even. We are going by biblical.
See, now, so please calm down.
No, but again, good day for City because look at the way they controls the game.
Yes, good day for City, but
just like they lacked clinicality in front of goal, and they didn't hold up to the defense line properly. But again, the way they controlled the game, it could have been more from Leverkusen. Look at the way Leverkusen was. The pace. I think what City lacked in this game yesterday was pace. Because they were just running.
They had only 2 shots on target and they scored from those two shots. So for City had 18 shots in total, 8 on target. They could not even score a goal. For Bayern Leverkusen, they had 4 in total and just scored 2 of those on 4 shots in total, scored 2 on target and scored 2 of those goals. So I think there was a poor game because of the lineup. That was fielded. I think that I don't know how Pep did that, but if you look at the people that started, not that they are bad. For example,
Ake used to be the starting for.
Ake used to be the starter.
And Nuri, where they just signed from Wolf, where John is sing song for.
So it's not that they are bad.
It's not that
in quotes they are not.
They lack.
I disagree with you, please.
Okay, but fantastic game fantastic game for Bayern. It's not easy to go to Etihad and win Man City, and they did it, and they did it comfortably, 2-0. Okay, talking about Newcastle too. Newcastle is another English club that played yesterday. Harvey Barnes scored again after scoring 2 goals at the weekend. He scored in the first 7 minutes of that game. I'm saying, okay, Newcastle don't they do well?
It's over.
Then second half.
65th minute.
Obago scored 2
goals in 4 minutes.
Fantastic for Marseille. Since he came back to Marseille this season, he has been the main second. Even though he's 37 years old, he almost dragged Gabon to the World Cup. They finished second on the table, and he scored multiple goals in that World Cup qualification. He came back to Marseille at 37. And he's still banging in goals. Good game for Obago.
You have to give it to Aubameyang. Fantastic game yesterday. 2 goals over the weekend. Same thing in a 5-1 thriller against Nice. he got a couple of goals. Greenwood got a couple of goals as well too. So I would just say that it's looking like a set team right now, because you have Greenwood, you have Pike Shaw, you have Aubameyang, and
You
these
have
guys are
Timothy.
really, really working together.
Timothy.
Where will be where Timothy
Ah,
where. But
Presido
Timothy
Piqué.
Where got an
An
assist
assist.
in this
Dem
game.
give am a flower.
Got a
If
goal
even if
over
na
the
Ugu
weekend.
leave.
No flower for him. Man, go find yourself.
But again, it was this kind of game where you say you're okay with the performance of Newcastle in the first 45. But all of a sudden, I don't know what the Zebra said to the players, and when they came out in the second half, it was a different Marseille team.
Okay,
An absolutely different Marseille team came out to win the game, and they did whatever they had to do to get the results on their side.
okay, 2-1. They beat Newcastle 2-1. So let's see who is going to finish in that top 8. Talking about Marseille, let's talk about Dortmund. Dortmund beat Villareal 4 goals to 0. Guirassy scored 2 of that goal. Guirassy is from which country again? An African boy. Okay. Guirassy scored 2 of those games. Adeyemi scored 1. Fantastic game for them to win Villareal 4 goals to 0. Dortmund is Champions League is always their thing, even though they don't win it, but they always reach the knockout stage.
Yes.
They actually put in effort. For Napoli has been struggling in the Champions League, and they got 2 goals against Qarabag. It was expected, even though that
it came late.
Yeah, it came late. And Scott again, our own personal Scott scored again in this game, and he scored an acrobatic goal
against
yes.
Against I think in World Cup
Bayern, and he scored a game to help Napoli to beat Qarabag 2 goals to 0. So fantastic for them. Okay, quickly let's move on to
first half was very poor in that game.
Yeah, let's quickly move on to today's game. Games are plenty here. Games full here, so I'll give you the games for today. We'll talk about some of them. For early kickoff is Copenhagen versus Kairat. Olympiacos will play Real Madrid. Okay, 2 early kickoff. Parforce will play Monaco. Remember, PP is back. So PP is probably going to play again. He started, he didn't start at the weekend. He played 15 minutes at the weekend. Let's see how many minutes he's going to play against Parforce. I think Parforce is a smaller team, so it's a good warm-up for him.
But they are a good
They are going to play, Monaco is going to play Parforce early kickoff. Copenhagen will play Kairat early kickoff. For 9 o'clock, games, Olympiacos will play Real Madrid. Sporting Lisbon will play Club Brugge. Frankfurt will play Atalanta. Struggling Liverpool will play PSV. Atletico Madrid will play Inter Milan. Arsenal will play Bayern Munich. And finally, PSG will play Tottenham in the 9 o'clock games. Okay, let's move over quickly to Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. These are 2 good teams.
All the big teams are playing today.
Yeah.
And it's big matches.
I don't know, Chelsea will be big.
Only that one be big today.
Okay. Arsenal is going to play Bayern Munich today, and if you look at both of them, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan have 12 points. They have perfect record, 4 games, 4 wins for the 3 teams. But now Arsenal is going to play Bayern. What do you think will happen in that game? Arsenal are actually strong, but they are still lacking in their striking position.
Yeah.
But they can still score goals.
Yeah, they can still score goals. Credit to Merino and the other bandwagon in the team that provide for the team. But I'll be wary of the Bayern Munich threat, because it's no longer about just Harry Kane up forward. You have to look at the likes of Luis Diaz. You have to look at the likes of Mikel Olise, scored a fantastic goal over the weekend in that encounter. You also have to look at the likes of, yes, even the half-legged man, Nico Jackson, is a threat as well in that encounter. So I would say it's a good game, 2 equals on paper. Yeah, but one team has
not be equal on paper. They are not equal on paper.
Attacking side in the 2 of them. One team has a better attacking side.
Yeah, okay. Now, so what do you think?
They are not equal on paper, because Bayern Munich midfield and attack is superior.
So
Arsenal's midfield and attack.
Attack, yes, but midfield
and attack.
I disagree with you, man. What are you saying?
Kimmich and who again?
Yeah, who did there? Who did that?
Beat your midfield.
Nothing you want
to see, let's be honest. They forget saying you don't go pick one military form somewhere or so, or one exam form. Goretzka, Kimmich.
Goretzka, not say Goretzka don't start well this season. No, they start.
Now they tell you, see, forget this season.
Kimmich na past glory.
No matter how you say it, even past or present glory.
If you had told me Pavlovic, I will understand. But not Kimmich and
that's
Goretzka.
In midfield.
Okay, who wins?
Babysits any of your 3 defensive midfield. I say it before that game. Then again,
who be my we?
Sorry, I
and the supporters that will concern me with them.
Listen, if I say Arsenal, anybody who Arsenal, they see my eye and Arsenal. But again, I stand with my opinion though. It's my opinion. Goretzka, Kimmich. Then you not add any other person in that midfield. Especially that Musiala where they create waiting no good for midfield.
I don't think it's
You
going to
get
be
it
available.
might not be available, but with
It's not
him,
available.
with him
Out
in that midfield, that three alone outclasses Arsenal's midfield.
Well,
I disagree
why
with
I
you.
say
No.
why I say
No.
why I disagree with that. If you look at that Arsenal midfield, just Rice is a workhorse.
Thank
He
you.
can outrun any Bayern
Rice-
midfield.
Thank you.
If Rice want outrun anybody, put Palovic.
Rice
You can-
Zubimendi. Rice Zubimendi.
Truthfully, if you put Rice can outrun and outpace any Bayern midfield.
Then outside
But
Rice,
the thing that will help this, what I think that will happen in this game is that the people that coordinate their midfield well will win the game. But the difference now with Bayern Munich that Bayern Munich has
a better defense. See,
They has not a better defense.
no, wait, calm down now. I'm coming now. Now they collect talk on my mouth. Let me finish. Now, we've talked about the midfield and the attack. Superior. Who is superior? Now, in defense, Arsenal is like 10x superior than the Bayern Munich
I
defense.
disagree too.
No. Now, let me tell you why.
After.
Let me tell you why.
And what's that guy name again?
Upamecano, my guy, my best centre back player.
Upamecano have not been the best he can be.
See,
in
let me
recent
say
years. Now,
something
he's a
about
good
Arsenal
player.
defense. Arsenal defense is about the unit.
Then,
But individually, Bayern Munich is still there because they have a strong
There's
defense.
a-
Thank you.
see,
Yes,
see,
valid
see,
point.
you have a leader in Tar, Jonathan Tar. You have a very strong defender in individually. You put them individually. You could still say individual attributes. Arsenal still has what it takes.
Okay, who
Then
wins?
unit
Let's move on to the other
in
game.
terms of
Sharp.
units, Arsenal still has what it takes in defense. So that's why I say Arsenal is 5x.
Who is in that game? What's the operation in that game? Sharp?
I'm still going with the EPL.
EPL.
I'm
Okay.
still going with the EPL.
So who
You
wins?
get why?
Who wins in that game?
Bayern.
Okay,
I'm still
Bayern
going
to
with
win.
the
Okay, let's see
EPL.
who wins today. Arsenal is going to
Let
play.
Arsenal not fall our hand.
Let Arsenal play Bayern Munich at the Emirates. Arsenal is obviously strong at home, but let's see how it will end. Okay, PSG will play Spurs in the other game. PSG they played a game in the Super Cup which they ended 2-2 in quote before that run away from PSG. But it's going to be a good
PSG
game.
were
France
in
is struggling.
PSG
Who
were
wins?
in a winning position
3-0.
and gave away
PSG.
their winning position to PSG and ended up losing that game.
Yeah, Spurs.
I will
yeah.
not be seeing that happen in this game again.
So who wins in this game?
I'm sticking with
Paris
Spurs.
Saint-Germain.
I'm sticking with Spurs.
France.
Paris
See what
Saint-Germain.
Arsenal do them for
You
weekend.
know
though.
me. You
I
know
know
me.
PSG.
You know me.
PSG is strong. Though.
What
See what I do there for UEFA Super Cup.
What do you do them?
I almost win.
I get them before.
I almost win.
Okay, PSG.
But again, I'm still sticking with
EPL.
they are my
Okay.
they are my London
Who is
neighbor.
going to score?
Come on,
for-
a London
who is scoring for
fever.
Tottenham?
Eh?
Who is going to score?
Okay,
I
PSG.
have players to score. See, please.
Oh, wow.
I want to correct something now. Thomas, I kneel down. Make I stand up, kneel down, beg you. In all you do, don't try that nonsense you did against Arsenal.
Okay, let's
Go with the
Let
original
me-
plan.
The truth is that he tried it against PSG and he almost worked.
Let me wait till you do it. Let me wait till you against
He
PSG.
defended
He
deeply.
choked midfield
That
against
game, he
PSG.
defended deeply and
Straight up.
and got 2 lucky goals and scored 2 lucky goals. He tried
He
it against
choked
Arsenal.
midfield.
It's common sense. One of the teams when you play teams that you think that they are superior to you, you absorb pressure and try to hit them on the way. You worked against PSG a little bit before they lost that game last
I
time.
am going
It
to
didn't
say-
work
Before
against Arsenal.
PSG brought on the.
But let's see what happens in that game. Let's move on to the other game. Real Madrid are playing today. Real Madrid is going away to Greece in Olympiacos. Real Madrid should be winning the game, even though they're having rumors of internal problems at Real Madrid. But
Winning contract situation
contract
and all of
situation,
that.
and saying that in the game that you will leave Mbappe for 90 minutes and always remove him. So all those controversy in that. But all they say, who wins in this game? Real Madrid versus Olympiacos.
I want to be biased in this one now, though my heart's there with Real Madrid every day. But again, I have 2 Nigerian players playing for Olympiacos. One playing for the Super Eagles, while the other one is not yet registered to the Super Eagles yet. So I will say it as it is. I'm looking at Bruno Yemechi to get something out of this one.
Okay, John, who wins in this game?
4-0 winning Real Madrid.
Simple. Okay,
Straight
Liverpool.
up.
see,
Whether you get anything, you
I'm
don't get
keeping-
anything.
I'm keeping
It's-
tracks for Super Eagles
It's a
players.
pure down X for you today.
I'm keeping Super Eagles players in mind. But again, I know Real Madrid is going to. And I don't know say Madrid going to, but I just hope.
Liverpool is struggling, but they have a chance again to play to those PSV that are struggling too in the Champions League. To play PSV, sorry, not PSG, PSV in the Champions League. They are playing at Anfield. who wins in this game? Liverpool have been struggling.
This was the
but-
same game Liverpool
But
lost last season.
Thank you.
Champions League, they are strong. I think they beat Frankfurt. They trashed Frankfurt in the last
And they
round
beat
of
Real
games,
Madrid.
and they beat Real Madrid. So in quotes, they are doing well in the Champions League, even though they are struggling. And anything can happen. I can remember Chelsea that struggled in the EPL and won the Champions. In fact, both times they won the Champions League, they struggled in the EPL. They didn't even finish well in the EPL. So it can happen to Liverpool. It's a different game. But who wins in this game at Anfield? Liverpool versus PSG.
Anfield is no longer Anfield though. So
But PSV no longer
Like I said, this is the same
they
team.
nailed them 3-1 last
This
time
is the
out.
same
So
team
let's not
Liverpool
come and
lost to
cap.
last season.
Yes.
Based on squad rotation and all of
Yes.
that. But again, Liverpool losing at Anfield, I don't see a back-to-back loss at Anfield.
Okay, Atletico Madrid will play Inter Milan. Inter Milan still have a perfect point in this Champions League. They have played 4 games and won 4 games. Even though in the press conference, Diego Simeone was talking about he see himself one day as an Inter Milan coach, but it's going to happen one day. Obviously, he's not going to stay at Atletico Madrid forever and ever. He has to move, but he said that if he's going to leave, he wants to go to Inter Milan. But who wins in this game? Atletico versus Inter.
Madrid all the way.
Viva Milano.
Madrid
Viva
all the
Milano.
way.
Just support and sharp. Okay, but let's
all
see.
the way.
Okay, Atalanta was going to go away to Germany for Frankfurt. Who wins in that game?
I would.
Lookman should do something for me.
It's not about Lookman
Lookman never
should do
impressed me this
something.
season, though.
He no need impress you now. You don't know anything he go through for summer.
Don't do it. Frankfurt.
To win.
Yeah, Frankfurt.
Okay, John wins.
Lookman.
Okay, Sporting Lisbon will play Club Brugge. Who wins in that game?
Sporting. No, Club Brugge.
Bruges.
Club
Okay,
Brugge. Club Brugge,
Pafos will play Monaco. Who wins? Early kickoff games.
A draw.
Pafos, please.
A draw.
You know Pafos. It's just
Pafos.
A draw.
Okay, Copenhagen will play Kairat. The Copenhagen should be winning this one. Okay, before we start taking phone calls, let's move to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. I'll read some of the comments there. Then we'll start taking phone calls. I know Chelsea fans have been calling me. Chelsea fans have been calling me. Calm down. Let me read some of these comments quickly.
All these absentee Chelsea fans.
On our YouTube channel, Uzochukwu is here. Say, John, how far now? Chelsea showed why they are world champions. Kudos to them. John, you
Don't
go
mind
explain
them.
tire without
I
evidence.
am a world champion too, so
Okay.
please pack well.
So he's saying that John go explain that without evidence. Okay, Chisco is here. Chico is saying, John, please, I want you to repeat what you said about Yamaha yesterday. Okay, talking about Yamal. Report reaching me is that Barcelona have not yet returned to Spain because Lambin Yamaha is okay. Lambin Yamaha is nowhere to be found up till now. Just the banter Yamal, but no problem. Okay, wait till Chelsea. Chisco is talking that wait till Barcelona still chop 3 from Chelsea even without Palmer. So if Palmer was around, they would collect like 7. Okay.
This is Palmer window dinner.
Chinonso, welcome to the show. Chinonso, this is the first time I'm seeing you. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Okay, Chinonso is one of the presenters yesterday said we should play Neto as first 9 and the lineup was that way. It worked out. Yeah, talking about Nonso. Yeah, Chinonso, Nonso, your namesake.
Now my license I will go bring now. Anytime we talk about I'm going to show my license.
Okay, Chinonso is also saying Estavo is the real star boy here. Yes, he did well yesterday. Finally, he's saying Enzo number 8 is very top quality midfield actually. When I saw him smiling early in the match, I had hope. Understanding of Santos and Estavo was so fantastic. Gusto too impressed me. Yes, when Santos came in, James did not actually move away from the midfield. Santos actually played from that right back, and it actually worked.
At some point they sweep.
It actually worked in that. That's a thing about tactics. If you do your work, everybody go just praise you. Okay. Finally on our YouTube channel, MNEK is here. MNEK Jerry is here. He said, "Okay, good morning, guys. What a great game for Chelsea. I am happy the way Cucurella married Yamal. Up Chelsea. Can we spoil Arsenal unbeaten run on Sunday? Let's wait and see."
Okay, nah. You go like calm down.
It's as like everybody's talking about. Okay, now no days like that too. Okay, Truth is here. Truth is a Barcelona fan. Truth is say Yamal should stop talking and focus on his diminishing career.
Bam.
Okay.
Bam.
Truth, that was harsh.
No.
Aru again. Barcelona refused to cash in from Juventus. Yeah, he got a red card, a reckless challenge. That challenge was just reckless yesterday. It wasn't even. It didn't even.
It was a 50-50.
No, I think. See, my point is that you don't need to slide in. Just guide the ball. You know
Mhm.
that what in
The thing is, he went for the ball and just a flick on. Now just toe Kukurea use pass
That's what
him
I'm
now.
saying. You don't
Just
need to
that
make, that's why
toe.
you have to be an
Again,
intelligent
I think again maybe he was lost in the moment, forgot that he had the yellow card in
Not
the
only
first
lost
place.
in the
Okay,
moment.
Kenzie
That's not an
finally is
excuse.
here. Kenzie is saying, okay, the world champions are back, having demolished Barcelona 3-0, which was meant to be 6-0. Do not underestimate the Blues. We fear no club. On to the next one, Arsenal
play
on
against-
Sunday.
No
Okay,
worry, nah.
let's
They
take
play
phone
against
calls.
Barcelona's second team.
Let's take
They
phone
are
calls.
paid.
0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning. Good morning
Good
to
morning.
you. Name and location, please. Okay, what is your contribution quickly?
I'm playing for my team. You know, why just say that? I think I know we Barcelona yesterday. I was actually okay.
Okay, now.
Chelsea lose the match. But now Chelsea have win and not see how good.
That's
I know
good.
you are still telling me that the lineup was not which lineup.
Simple.
On to the next one.
Thank you very much. Sharp. So, you see how they call it is because go straight to the point. If you can banter John small, but go straight to the point. Okay, 0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
QED.
Name and location, please.
Prince from Maryland.
Okay, Prince, quickly, what is your contribution?
QUD, sorry. Nobody know they play your first team for that.
Oh wow. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
When I lose, you say anytime when you lose, you find excuse.
Normal for everybody now.
Mhm.
Don't be normal. If you don't play well, I said you don't play well.
Okay.
Bro, get to your
That
point,
is why-
please.
That is why I love this my man.
Mm.
If you team not perform, you go tell say they not perform. They don't deserve to win.
Who be Obi again?
Memory.
They don't give my Igbo name.
I'm Obi be name.
Okay.
So, see, I tell you,
Mm.
and today could be first match wey Bayern go.
Okay. Bayern don't lose 1-0 for Bundesliga. They don't lose one.
They
No,
never
they play the
lose.
draw.
Okay.
They did the comeback.
now
No,
draw,
they
now
did the
draw.
comeback.
Yes,
Yeah,
now draw.
Two
Now
games
draw,
ago,
yes.
the last time they were losing
It's
2-0
true,
and
I
they did the
remember.
comeback against that
They
one.
never lose.
Yes,
So
they
na
never
today-
lose. Yes, I remember. Yes, should not draw.
Today go be their first lose.
Okay.
Okay.
See,
That's so,
you
that's
see
so.
that Bayern music. John, may I tell you,
Mm.
make it still give me.
Ebelebe.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you the fact. So,
Mhm.
Bayern is losing today.
All right.
Madrid is winning.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Bayern to who is
To
win?
lose.
To lose. Okay.
Madrid will
to win. Okay. Let's see. 0706.
I hope it's the same that way.
5853. Okay. Let's take phone calls. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. God bless.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Bishop.
Ah.
I hate you and John.
Bishop, you run away yesterday. Oh.
No be small run away.
I'm calling now.
Okay.
I
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
coming back from motion.
The two of them, their journey is still far.
But this last time I just say something else. I'm only bluntly a good player. Yes, you always say the way it is. That's what I make you love you. But what is going is losing fast. Then is embarrassing talking Man U for the Champions League stage. First of all, let me talk about Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah.
He was very good game. Like having that ball to come and battle with Atlanta in the midfield. Like was a nice thing.
Now because boys no deal.
Yeah, you see that he has lot to take to battle that midfield. And as they won the midfield, they won the game.
Simple.
This is just the game plan and it worked perfectly. But it's not easy. You can't go and battle with that midfield with Casemiro and Bruno and Meno. They will make you a quality. God will do all the call of quality to them. Well, you can't do Casemiro and Israel quality.
Like.
You do and you do. And sometimes when you bring in James and Coquelin in that midfield, I think it was a master plan and kudos to them. It really worked.
All right, thank you.
This kind of thing is the win that I always give congrats.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Don't worry, we talk about that much.
They don't give a name, they don't give a what it name, but it is what it is. If you don't do it, they will give you one name. But it's okay. 0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, also.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Chelsea general calling from our side.
Okay.
Una they always get if
una
una win
no
match.
mind them. Una
Wait.
go show.
Wait, why we say
No mind them.
wait, Uche, why we say if una
Where
win
have
match?
you been?
Why we say if una win match, una go get nickname,
Mhm.
title. Una go cheer that one Ochichi.
Yes, I
I know, man. I'm the way Chichi. You win a match, man. You lose though. You just come with your normal
All of
name.
them go down. They no go even consent.
I don't know, but even if we lose match, I will call. But I want to ask John,
How are you, John?
Market fine.
Okay, so you see, all these are predictions. Even today, you say they will win Arsenal. Arsenal will lose today.
Okay.
Arsenal will lose.
Mm.
Even on Sunday, or Saturday or Sunday, you will see the best of Chelsea.
That's so. That's so.
I like their bad talent against Chelsea, but once you are saying that Chelsea will lose, that will ginger us to win our matches. We are not going to lose again.
All right. Thank you
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's
We are
see.
not going to lose again.
Again. Oh, okay.
Okay.
After 5 games, I'll come and remind you.
Okay, now.
After 5 games, starting from
Maybe
Saturday.
Burnley
I'll
dey
come
now,
and remind
On,
you.
on Sunday, 5:30, Chelsea is going to play Arsenal. So we are going to be, everybody's going to be around, but everybody knows that Champions League ties because Chelsea lost to Sunderland and they beat Barcelona. So that's football for you. You cannot really say what will happen and what will not happen. You can lose to Sunderland and beat Barcelona tomorrow. It's football. So, but let's see what will happen. But Chelsea did a fantastic game yesterday to beat Barcelona 3-0. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
World champion.
Okay.
Okay.
Your contribution.
The winning of the world championship is everybody.
But I lose to Bayern Munich.
Me, I tell you, I will tell you something yesterday. And I thought Chelsea go win yesterday. I thought Chelsea go win yesterday.
I dey fine now.
He can't lose it.
That was not a blowout now.
2-0 now, you know score goal.
Now plan for Leverkusen. It's not easy. Yeah.
For that match yesterday, I was very happy with the match because Chelsea was passing very well and they were still scoring because for the match I said that Chelsea scored more goals. Not minding how many they will concede, but their defense did well yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just happy because we like to start that match.
Okay.
But we would have started.
Problem. Yeah.
All right. Then. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. And even the league title will beat Arsenal in the weekend. I trust you people. We go talk about that one. Calm down. I don't touch you now. Calm down.
No, I talk about Arsenal Bayern now.
Okay.
I want Bayern to beat Arsenal so that my coach Maeka will use that at Bayern.
All right.
So you go do copy and paste.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if it's going to happen. It's going to be Arsenal versus Bayern Munich at the Emirates. It's going to be an interesting game. So let's take one more final call before probably we end the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Yeah.
Good
Name and
Good
location,
morning.
please. Okay, engineer, quickly your contribution.
Okay. John, whatever anybody likes, let them say. They have market. Let them say our market is okay. Yeah. And they don't have luck now. If they for Sabo Bridge, we don't run for how many years. Come back now, they will be going one champion. If those people don't even talk, our match today with Bayern, as I say, is for us to just sit down and play as a team and play with determination. Don't count any club. Don't rating them down because they can cause damages for you. And I'm happy as the game will happen in Emirates, and I believe that the spirit of Emirates is like this night. If it just 2-1 or 2-0 before us more, I like the game to be like that.
All right. Thank you.
1, 2. Tell the Chelsea people, let them prepare themselves for Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday, if you know the match matter between us and them.
All right.
No man,
Thank you very much. Okay,
Life.
let's see. On Sunday, Premier League day now. Maybe we finish the Champions League
Actually,
weekend.
but if
You
it's
know,
possible for both of them to lose,
but let's see what
I'll
happens.
be okay.
Okay, it's going to be a fantastic game for today in the Champions League. Arsenal is going to play Bayern Munich in one of the biggest games today. But let's see who wins. In the Arsenal is strong at home. Bayern Munich have not lost a single game this season. They have been winning, but I think they have now one draw in the league. But they have been winning. They won all their games in the Champions League. Arsenal has won all their games in the Champions League. So it's battle of two titans today. But PSG will play Spurs. But let's see who wins in those games. Okay, thank you for joining us on today's show. Tomorrow we are back for more episode of the Champions League, and tomorrow we'll talk about the just a little bit of the Europa League and the Conference League that is going to happen tomorrow. But to focus on the games that happen today in the Champions League tomorrow. So join us tomorrow by 8 a.m. sharp. We are live. Even on YouTube too, we are live. So join us tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on today's show once more. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
And welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Wiz Paparazzi, welcome to the show. Marco Ochuku,
Paparazzi beats.
welcome to the show. Femi Palms, welcome to the show. Femi Palms, Ike, it's Ike, but yeah. Femi Palms, welcome to the show. Say good morning, guys, in the studio. Liverpool might play badly in the Premier League and go and win the Champions League. Yeah, I talked about it. Yes. Exactly what happened in 2005, where they played badly in the league and won the Champions League. Okay, with Paparazzi.